I'm LaDonna Lockard, and this is Max Convos. I'm here today with Rogelio Goertzen. Rogelio, you are the founder and CEO of Home. This is an organization that I am so proud of to say that I've been able to witness the growth that you've just gone through over the last little bit as you've grown this thing. I wanted to have you here today, though, because I don't think enough people are aware of what you're doing. So, first and foremost, if you don't mind, give me a little bit of background on what Home is, what it stands for, and what you're accomplishing.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. I'm a huge fan of everything that you do. You've been a powerhouse in the industry, and I'm excited to support this as well. So, Home, the Hispanic Organization of Mortgage Experts, it started from a simple idea. And I was the very first Spanish speaker at the nation's largest lender, and I was translating for every single department just out of the goodness of my heart. It wasn't in my job description. I did not get paid at all for doing that. But I felt every time someone called in, I would hear that consumer wanting either it was a servicing question or maybe it was a borrower that had was confused about a VOE that was being done. Like these are challenges that arose, and I wanted to just find solutions and be that bridge between everything. And every time that a Hispanic would come in through our door, they'd be like, "Ro, another Mexican's here. Go have lunch with him." And I'd be like, okay, and I'd have lunch with them, and they would always say, "What is our game plan? What are we doing? What are lenders doing? What is going on? Like, how can we do more?" And I could never give them an answer that I felt comfortable with, because every time that
Mm.
I would meet with industry professionals and I would try to move the needle with anything, the answer was always like compliance. It's too difficult. That no, no, no. And so I said, okay, I'm going to create an organization with the people that say yes and find solutions. And so Home started with a very small idea. It was just three of us. Um, they were all originators, and I said, I don't really want to be the face of it. You guys are the face of it, but I'll be the machine that's empowering everything. And it has grown to be a movement of people that just believe in something bigger and better. So if I could put it in simplistic words, Home exists for professionals who have had to build credibility twice, explain themselves three times, and still outperform to be seen. And one of my favorite statistics is that only 1% of originators nationwide are Hispanic, and that's the
Wow.
largest home buying population.
Wild, wild. That is not enough representation. And it's like you said, I mean, to have this growing demographic of individuals that need to feel represented, that deserve to be seen, and the opportunity that exists within that space to have you out there championing this cause is massive. And I'm sure it's just growing right before your very eyes. What are you kind of seeing for 2026? What are your initiatives? What are you hoping to accomplish?
Great question. So this year we've accomplished so much. We have 7.8 billion impressions. We were featured in Associated Press. We launched a learning management system in Spanish and English, soon to be Portuguese. We also have launched a scholarship program to help get people NMLS licensed and find out about a career path. And my personal favorite thing, which most people don't think is that cool, but it's a personality test that's just about a minute
Mm.
long, and it says, "Hey, at your family get-togethers, are you the one that sets the table? Are you the one that reads the recipes and makes sure that that's done right?" Like we try to find, are you a good match for an underwriter, for a loan officer, for a processor? Because these careers are not accessible to our youth. A guidance counselor isn't, saying you'd be a great originator, but as you and I know, it's a lucrative career. So our game plan for 2026 is to launch 500 scholarships and get those all funded and added to our workforce, because that's the future of lending.
Oh, that is so incredible. I commend you for what you are accomplishing, for what you are building. I think it is fantastic. I've known you for years. I've been able to watch the way that your visionary mind works, and I love seeing it come to fruition for this cause. So, we are sadly out of time already for this, but I want to jump over. Let's go do a take it to the max because we have barely even scratched the surface. And I need people to hear more about what you're doing, because I really do think that what you're building is going to be revolutionary within the industry. And that is not something that I ever say. So let's go do a take it to the max, and let's get this cause out there. So Ro,
Sounds good.
thank you so much for being here. Again, I'm LaDonna Lockard, and this is Max Combos.
For more on this and all of today's top stories, go to nationalmortgageprofessional.com.